Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're going back over to Home Bargains and their Glen Cannich Brewery, or supposedly Glen Cannich. Now, before we go any further, I'll say it now and I'll say it absolutely again every time I have these. These are the biggest hit and miss beers across the UK. For some reason, I get people messaging me and saying, "Oh, it's a fantastic beer. You need to review that." And then I review it, and it's absolutely shite. And then another time I review it, and they've smashed it. They delivered a cheap craft beer that does what it does. So let's dive in, and we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. I think it's all dependent on the batch. So Glen Cannich Brewery, Xmas Spiced Red Ale. Is it the same as the red ale that they had the other day? That was spicy. I had a red ale from Glen Cannich. It wasn't the Christmas one, but it was spicy, so we'll see. A deep red, warming winter ale, hopped with British Golding and Fuggle, flavoured with bitter orange and cinnamon spice. 4.5%. So I'm not even going to bother telling you where Glen Cannich is because I don't believe that they all brewed in the same place. I believe that depending on the batch you get, it's as hit and miss as I've ever known a beer to be brewed. So for someone who doesn't really pour good beer, we'll get a chance to, not much of a head, bit of a white head, bit of a slightly hazy reddish looking pour to it. It's Sunday afternoon, it's November the 5th, the bloody fireworks are going off, although they've been going off for about 5 days now, so yeah, I don't know how people can afford it personally, because nothing's cheap at the moment, and I mean, if you've got the money, you can splurge. Right, straight away, I'm getting orange on the nose, certainly getting cinnamon. And all these beers, I find it so divisive. There's people that love them to bits. There's people that absolutely hate them. And that's not even for the normal taste thing where, you like a beer because you like a certain taste. Now, I do like Christmas beers. I do like cinnamon. What was the other thing? I've already forgot. Bitter orange. I could smell the orange. Seth definitely could smell the cinnamon. Yeah, that orange is really prominent on the nose. First initial thoughts, it's cold. For me, this really needs to be a room temperature beer, personally, with the Christmas spices. It's a bit cold for Christmas spices, I feel, anyway. I feel slightly that they've overdone it on the spice element. I've had a lot of Christmas beers, and I'm getting, like a fake flavour coming through. At the moment, anyway. Let's dive in. Let's keep drinking. Let's get the air, get to it. Get the air, get to your bits. I mean, I actually like the orange element. I think the orange element delivers something quite interesting. I remember Krabby's Orange years ago when they did their... Oh, God, it's cold. Hence big coat. And I actually really like the orange, so, yeah. So today's November the 5th. I've been out and done 2 gardens, 1 new garden. Oh my God, there was was so much work. No one's touched it all year, and there's weeds, the bloody brambles, and ivy, and it's scruffy as well. But there was a great garden there at one time. It's a lesbian couple who are living in the house, 5-bedroomed house. Must have some pennies. Got a mobile home that they drive around in. Nice mobile home and all. Yeah, certainly worth some pennies. But yeah, I could see the dad died, and I could see the love and dedication he put into that garden. And have they given it to the right gardener to fix it? Of course they have. You know, I am by far the right gardener to bring back a garden. Not only to bring it back, but to develop it and make it a lot better than even it was in the first place. And to get them to enjoy what their dad set up. So one of the dads, the dad set up. So yeah. Yeah, I was really happy that I've now took custodianship. However, I was warned that they've got a problem. They live in a big house, but they're quite small gardens, 5-bedroomed house, but from 3 levels. Gardens are quite small, to be fair. Double garage, how the rich live, eh? But do you know something? It's a bit toxic round there because they've got a neighbour, and obviously I don't know the ins and outs of relationships between people. They've got a neighbour who's a bit of an arse, apparently. And the last gardener, he came out threatening the gardener over something. And so I'd been pre-warned that something had happened. And I thought, right, I'm no big man, but I'm not having some dickhead come over to me and start getting a bit cuntish. And, certainly put people in the place and make them feel very stupid, if needs be. Or make them very famous by putting them on YouTube live and making them look more of a cunt. But, obviously, don't really want to go down them roads. But I was wary. And then the car door went across the road, and I looked over. I thought, I have nothing to be scared of because, one, they don't know me, and and I've always got a tool in my hand as well. So, yeah, be a dangerous person who starts acting the twat, but it's not needed anyway. You don't need any of that sort of stuff in this life. So the orange is there, and then the cinnamon actually turned into like a burnt cinnamon on the nose just then. It doesn't taste like a beer though. The orange, it's that orangey that it's like an alcoholic orange with cinnamon. That's it. It's certainly not the spicy red ale that I like, the same as the red ale I had the other day. That's it. It's agreeable. I know there are other people will review it and they'll have their own agenda, rightly or wrongly. It's not for me to say what other people do. Their taste buds are their taste buds. My taste buds, my taste buds. And I like certain beers anyway, I don't want. I'm not going to slag something off just because it's from a supermarket, just to win the slagging off points. So we'll keep going, just see how it plays. Can't think what it's like. Is it a best bitter? Is it or is it just like an ale with an orange, quite a lot of orange taste to it? And certainly the spice. The first, I wasn't really keen on the spice at first, but the more I drink it, the more I just think it's not a bad beer at all. It's no Barnstormer. It's no bloody Adnams Broadside. You know, let's be fair. But for a cheapo beer in supermarkets, if this was in an advent calendar, as a Christmas beer in an advent calendar, it would not put me off. So you see the colour, it's like you would say that's like a copper slash gold colour. Not much of a head. Initially, the aroma I was a bit concerned. Lots of orange all the way through, that bitter orange. But it delivered. You know, I can't slag it down when it delivered. Will you get the same version that I've got? That is the biggest question going, and that I can't answer you. You know, you'll get what you bloody get, and yeah, you may or may not like it. It's as simple as that. I can't say any more on that issue. Big issue, but yeah. Would I drink it again? No. It's a one-off beer, totally one-off. Would I say try it? Yes, but please don't hate me if you get a shit version and I've got a good version. 4.2 out of 5 for me. Yeah. It's certainly drinkable. Yeah. And that's it for the review. Let me know if you have it.